Always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at GruthsChris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
For over 35 years, Lucas and Llewellyn's estate-grown, sustainable vineyards have grown the grapes that produce some of the finest wines in Santa Barbara County. Enjoy their remarkable wines of Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, Cabernet, Malbec, and Viognier. The Lucas and Llewellyn Wine Club offers generous discounts to members as well as fabulous wine country events. Experience the bounty of Santa Barbara County's wine region and become part of the Lucas and Llewellyn family. Visit our beautiful tasting room located at 1645 Copenhagen Drive in Solvang, California. Visit us on the web at www.llwine.com. Lucas and Llewellyn Vineyards.
Right now, every time you buy something, anything with your Discover card, you automatically have a chance to win up to $1 million.
So if I buy these jeans, I could win $1 million.
Yep.
This stainless steel dishwasher?
Uh-huh.
This chocolate bar?
You bet.
This chocolate bar?
Didn't you just buy that?
It's my emergency chocolate.
Oh, gotcha. Remember, using your Discover card could make you a millionaire. Learn more at discover.com. It pays to discover. Visit discover.com/giveaway for alternate entry options.
The PM Show, everybody. I'm Paul Stern in for Michael Horn, Jack Hine with us. Eric Joseph from the CNN News Department. I don't know if we're going to get any news at all today.
Still working on his expose in the staff refrigerator, apparently.
He's got one head in the refrigerator and another part out.
I don't know where he is. I looked for him earlier, too. I don't know, so hopefully he comes in soon. I had something I wanted to bring up because you travel?
I do travel on occasion from time to time, sure.
Airplanes?
Yeah, absolutely,
okay.
Sure.
There's a disturbing new trend. They're starting to charge for everything. You know how earlier when when fuel prices were way up and they started charging for your bags?
Sure.
You know, your checked baggage.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, yesterday, U.S. low-cost carrier Spirit Air announced it will start charging for the overhead space bin. So you have to pay to put your carry-on in the overhead space.
Yeah, I've heard about things like this happening. I did not know that a lower-price carrier would go so far to do this because doesn't Southwest pride themselves that they do not charge.
Right. They don't charge you for your checked baggage, is why I think up to 2 bags, which is great. They're one of the few left who don't, and now they tout that all over their commercials. I mean, why wouldn't they? Well, today, in a European carrier, Ryanair announced it's going to charge for the bathrooms.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
They're working with Boeing on designing a coin-operated toilets for their 168 planes. So you will have to pay. They said it'll be in U.S. somewhere between $1.30 and $1.55.
Ooh.
And they're also reducing the number of bathrooms on the plane. They're taking them from 3 to 1 because they're hoping people won't pay and they'll go before and after the flight. So it will get them 6 more seats on the flight that they can sell.
That's kind of that's unbelievable.
Isn't that outrageous?
Yeah, that'd be pretty hard. I almost want to accuse you of making stuff up.
And this comes from a legitimate news source.
Wow.
That Ryanair, their European carrier, they're going to start charging to use the restroom on their planes. And I don't know. To me, it's just outrageous. What happened to the airfare covering your? I mean, that's your price of admission, right? The bathroom should be included.
There are certain amenities that I believe come with a ticket.
You would think so. And to me, the bathroom, and to eliminate them, we've all been on a flight. You have to wait. You wait for that stupid light to go on because you don't want to block the aisle.
The mad dash.
Right. And if I have kids. It doesn't matter how long the flight is. You have to take them to the bathroom at some point. And now you have to pay.
There are some people that like to use the bathroom whether or not they have to use it or not. They just like
No, you're right. There's people that my kids do that for adventure. When we took the train to San Diego over the summer, and we happened to get our seats right by the bathroom. I think my daughter went in there 8 times because it was the novelty of getting to go in the
air. Splash a little water on your face.
Exactly, and you're in a train and it's moving and
Absolutely.
It was exciting.
No,
no, you're right, and I guess that'll cut down on some of that. But to me, that just seems outrageous. It seems outrageous to charge for the overhead bins. It seems outrageous to charge for your luggage, your checked luggage. To me, if anything, you up the ticket price because at this point, when you add on everything, the ticket prices are outrageous. You're not fooling me by giving me a lower ticket price and then charging me for every little thing.
Yeah, they used to call it nickel and diming people, but this isn't nickel and diming. When you get when you end up spending on bags just about the same price, let's say your ticket costs.
Yep.
There's a problem.
It's outrageous. And this same carrier, Ryanair, they've announced that during their peak summer travel time, they're upping their checked baggage fees 33%
Oh, I can't believe this.
to encourage people not to check baggage.
It's called Ryanair.
Ryanair.
Let me write that down so I'll remember never to use it.
It's a European Airlines, but you
Okay.
know what? Usually, once somebody starts it, at some point, it'll make it back here. And the one that was in U.S. who's charging for the overhead bins is Spirit, and that's actual U.S. carrier.
Spirit.
Yes.
I'll remember that one as well.
It just seems outrageous to me.
That's quite the spirit.
Are they fooling you, Paul?
Unbelievable.
Does it fool you? Is it going to make you take a lower priced airlines when you know you have to pay for all these things?
No, I'm actually hesitant to take an airline now completely. This is ridiculous.
Well, the way that things have
Very
gone,
nervous. Very nervous.
and it's so expensive. If you have a family, it's so expensive to fly already.
Oh boy, you look like you really mean that too.
Oh, I do. I've done it.
You've
and
been there.
When they had upped the check, when they started really enforcing the checked baggage 50-pound limit, it was hard because you're packing for 4 people. You
Try to get it all in one
You're
bag.
trying to get in as few bags as possible because you have to handle. I was married. I had 2 kids. There were 4 of us. We had to pack for, and we had to get these kids to and from. And if you overweighed the bag, they charged you more for that. I remember every flight, I'd get charged an extra $25 to $45 per bag because they were too heavy. And now the fact that you have to pay per bag, you have kids. And now, if I get on, when you get on the plane, they charge you for food now.
Every now and then they try to revisit the idea of charging overweight people more. Do they ever get away with that?
Well, remember the big stink with Kevin Smith, where he got kicked off the Southwest, or was it Southwest? He got kicked off of a flight. I don't want to slander Southwest if it wasn't them. He got kicked off an Oakland to LA flight for being too fat. They didn't have room for him, and they kicked him off. And the thing with him is he normally buys 2 seats, but this flight was full, and he couldn't get a second seat.
Ooh.
But
So I guess they do stuff like that.
They kick you off and they give you another flight, I think is what
Wow.
they do. If you're
Don't
but
do
they,
that.
I don't think anybody has actually worked out a charge where you're upcharged. You just buy a second seat,
Okay.
which you get charged double basically.
Well, where did customer service go?
As soon as they could get
Right
away
down
with
the toilet.
Exactly, which will cost you $1.50 to
There
flush.
you go. Unbelievable.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Next thing you know, you have to bring your own paper.
you have to bring. Yeah, exactly. There'll be an upcharge.
I'm not talking about the newspaper.
Right. Even with the food, remember you used to get a snack. Now you don't get anything, and you're on the flight.
Don't get much of anything.
So we have to pack all our food, but yet then when you go through security, they worry about food that's not wrapped properly and this and that. The whole traveling has become such a hassle. That's why we took the train over the summer. It was like, what can we do that's easy to travel?
Strange days indeed.
It is. It's weird, and it's tough if you have a family to travel, and they're just making it harder to travel. And this is coming to a U.S. carrier at some point. You will have to pay to go to the bathroom.
Well, we returned. I don't know if we'll be joined by the Dean of Talk Radio, Barry Farber, but I happened to check out. No, we will not. Okay, I happened to check out Larry King last night. They had on quite a panel. Dr. Phil, Sanjay Gupta, and others talking about the mine, the coal mine disaster out of West Virginia.
Why was Dr. Phil on?
Consulting some of the families
the
of the victims here.
the family who were left.
When we come back, I'm going to tell you about the most outrageous thing that I happened to hear in that interview of Larry King last night. The PM show continues.